You know, I don't play Claudette, but like, man, this fit is fire. British. We British now. This is pretty cool. Anyways, hello everyone, it is I, Pro Pep Soda, and this is day 11. Hooray, we're about to reach it. We're about to reach good old 2 weeks. And hey, would you look at that? A 2.5 modifier. Now today, you may be thinking, oh, we're gonna be doing Scout Lori. No, not today. Scout Lori will be later, maybe. Anyways, for today's video, I will be showing y'all my gen build perk. I've shown it previously, and I think I've talked about it previously. But for you don't know, this is my character V, and I use these perks to do better gens. I gotta use Prove Thyself from Doi, which every 4-meter range getting a 10% repair speed bonus. This does well with Leader, increases the survivor's healing and basically every active move by 30%. So combine this with Prove Thyself, that's a good old 40% right there. And combine this with Better Together, where if I'm on a gen, people can see me and come towards me and help me. And then change of plan. Change of plan is just so after I'm done using the good old toolbox, I'm able to switch it up for a med kit. If you are gonna also run this build, another good perks would be one of the teamwork perks, such as soft spoken or full circuit. They both add an additional 5%. One makes it so the gen is quieter, which if you're running, like if you're going to be sneaky about it, then yeah, this is useful. But if you have trouble, which makes me question if you should be doing gens, but if you do have trouble doing skill check, this one's better because it's 25% increase. So yeah, overall, for today, we'll just be going for the good old basic green toolbox. For add-ons, we have eliminate. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot this is the one I let my sister. I let my sister play Dead by Daylight once, and she played this character with this toolbox. Let me get rid of that. We don't want to get rid of skill checks. Skill checks are actually really useful. We'll just get the good old 8 charges and increase speed. Is that good? Yeah, I'd say that's good. And for offerings, do we have any good offerings? No. No, we do not. You go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That one. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's what's going to be basically happening in the daily rounds of DbD, where every so often I'll show off one of my characters or like one of the characters I main and show you what builds I got to really help you out. Next episode will probably be Yoichi Asakawa with the healing build I have. It's not full on a healing build due to the fact that there is one perk that involves no healing. I'm gonna see if I can get one character to P1 so I can unlock their perk, but you're gonna have to see till then. So anyways, let's get to it. Let's do some gens. Imagine this goes like horribly wrong. It like we die instantly, or like it's like that one time when one of the which smart killer was it that like disconnected because they got too tired of dealing with one of the survivors. That would be hilarious, but no worries. We're fine. We're coolio. Another good perk would be deja vu or resilience. Um, I want to actually eventually like make a sequel to this video showing actually good perks that you get for free like early on. Um, I know that the white perks are early on, which you can just get quickly, but there are a few other ones like Deja Vu and Resilience. Deja Vu is good for getting the 3 gens that are closest to each other, so 6% speed. Because they're close to each other, the killer might like do a 3 gen and keep looping all 3 of them to make sure you don't get close. So it's kind of like a big risk, big reward. But once you do all the middle ones, this is what I recommend. Do all the middle ones first, so near the end of the game, all the 3 closest gens, quote unquote, will be the ones farthest from each other. So overall, I recommend doing that. Resilience is good because when you're injured, you gain 9% speed. Overall, being injured isn't that bad. There are some perks to help with like surviving injuries, like Metal Man, which makes it so you get endurance. There's some other perks that could probably be useful. So, for instance, I use this toolbox I mostly use it once due to the fact, well, I only have one toolbox. If I think change of plan is the best when it's working with other like survivors. Like if you're on like a comp or like a voice call, then it is a very good perk in my opinion. So you can tell each other like, hey, give me a toolbox so I can make a med kit and heal me or you. So what kill are we dealing with? Was that that wasn't barbecue chili. That was the peekaboo one. The don't like test me ever on perk names ever again. Oh, Legion? Oh, it's Legion. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Damn it. Okay, is he gonna do the thing now? Okay, he's gonna do chase. Is he? Is he gonna do chase? Is he? Is he not? That I closed the thing. We're gonna die early. We haven't done a single gen, and we're about to be second hooked. Guys, I don't want to worry you, but we might be fucked with it. This would suck. So, usually how I do these recordings is I just open the game and play the first round, record it, and then just release it. I don't want to, like, release a daily rounds video with just me winning all the time, because that kind of gets rid of the purpose. The purpose of this series is to kind of, like, show, hey, if I just played one round per day of this game, how would it most likely go? And that's the purpose. How would it go? Will the majority, like the good old... Did he take my med kit away? Ouch. Shit, yeah, that's on me. That's on me. I'm already on my second hook. This is so ass. And that's another thing. If I ever want to look back into this series, which I most likely never do, I upload my videos and then never look back. But if I do, I could see like the mistakes I made and how I improved. This is overall, like, it's a teaching lesson for both me and you as the viewer. You know, we see the mistakes I make and how we decide never to do that ever again. Like how I could have done way better on that loot. Trust me, I could have. I really could have. Thank you. Oh, okay.
I appreciate it.
We're going survival of the fittest, where no one decides to... oh, well, that makes sense. I mean, we're going against Legion after all. See, change of plan was very useful because now I have a med kit, so I'm going to go heal myself. Yeah, I'm going to go do that. Why he changed the totem over there, we will never know, but, you know, it's Yoichi. So, I'm just going to trust the Yoichi man. Bum-ba-dum. Bum-ba. We're just gonna have to be like we have to be like really separated. And how much you want to bet they come towards this direction? Right, come on. There we go. We healed. Nice. I might want to make a separate video to the daily rounds video to really like show how the build I have is really good with doing generators. I might do that. I did that with I said I was gonna do that with Scoutmaster Lori Strode. I'm gonna call her Scoutmaster Lori. I'm not gonna say the last name. I'm just gonna keep going on for too long. But that's what the original idea was. I might make those two videos today, but who knows. Alright, so UEs and Chase. Now, I'm now realizing, even though this is a good gen build, it's only really good when your teammates actually come together. And this, okay, little life lesson. Just because you have a really good build doesn't mean it's going to be useful all the time. There are going to be times where your build is absolutely useless. Like if I'm like making a scout build with like Laurie Strode, and then I'm using Object of Obsession, or a build I will show later is what I like to call all knowledge, which basically gives all knowledge to survivors on where the killer is. It's a really good build, and is like if you've seen it on stream with me and Vince before, you know it's a good build. Here's the thing, though. It's solely dependent on object of obsession. If object of obsession just does not work, or I'm not the obsession, Alan, I am just screwed. I can't do anything. I literally can't do anything. The whole build goes down the drain. And so it's similar to this, in which I have a build that makes it so doing generators goes really quick, but the only problem is that I rely on my teammates. Now, usually that's not a bad idea. Usually that's not bad. Like, it's easy to get your teammates close by. Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, bye. Anyways. So that's what it's like to be a Legion man. Just stab you and leave. I don't usually. I usually stab like 3 people and then finish chase. But, you know, depending on what type of survivor main or Legion man you are, it's but anyways. What was I saying? Alright, yeah. For instance, like I was saying, you will have amazing builds, really good ones, but overall will fall flat if, let's just say, you're going against a specific reset pipe. What the? Okay. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, yeah, help me, please. Hey, it's Yoichi, and it's just the only build that I've seen so far that has like never been countered is my Yoichi healing build. The only time when it gets quote unquote countered is when while I'm dead. Then it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, the build that makes it so I help my teammate doesn't work anymore when I'm dead. Well, I failed everyone because I died. You can say that about literally every build. Every build can be incredibly useless when you're the dead one. So in which case, no, yeah, my healing build for Yoichi is basically unstoppable. I guess, yeah, Legion can be an annoyance. If there's a perk that makes it so you don't heal, then yeah. There are a few. There's only one, I think it's from Freddy, which makes it so when you get to endgame, you just can't heal anymore. But usually when it's like quote unquote, oh man, I can't heal anymore, it's only for like a few seconds or maybe like a minute or two. But besides that, so yeah. Overall, this is a good build. I'm gonna have to make a separate video to prove my point because yeah, this daily rounds video ain't really helping, but yeah. Should really make like a custom thumbnail for that. I was going to, but I was like, nah, that's just gonna make things boring and simplified. And so, but I'm now thinking about it. It's like, well, what do I have no thumbnail, or do I just have a basic boring thumbnail that's repeated over and over? Maybe I can make variations. And then I didn't. That's why you see some. That's why like live streams have the same thumbnail, or like just don't. Because I don't want everything to be a copy and paste, but I also don't want to put in the effort to make something original sometimes. Like the thumbnail, like the custom thumbnails I will make, like with pencil. Because like the one with pencils take like 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes max. But the ones on like digital, like MS Paint, it's not even MS Paint, it's JS Paint. JS Paint will take between like 20 to 40. No, the comics are 20 to 40. The thumbnails are between 10 to 20. This is because I have to use the mouse pad. Yeah, I use the mouse pad. Yeah, it's as uncomfortable as it's incredibly uncomfortable. It's not good at all using a mouse pad. I don't have a desk or anything, so I usually just like lay down like on my body. Like with my back. Oh, should I take this? Can you hear me? But yeah. Oh, he's chasing Yoichi. Okay. Does he have brine? Okay. He doesn't have brine. Ah, miss. Yes, this is miss. Oh, right. This thing only happens every minute. Ah, I clicked the R1 button. Ah, yes, I am pissed. Oh, and I got killed. Hooray! It was near the end. I can see why people get annoyed by Legion. I can now understand. Oh, there I am, dead on the floor. That's how I died, kids. Oh, I'm just having a 15. It's always like 15 minutes on these videos. It's always 15. That's what I realized. 15 to 16 minutes. My number one thing was objectives. No, it was boldness, objective, survival, and then ultraism. So I had a good old 250. But yeah, that'll be it for today's episode. Daily rounds. Expect at some point an actual video showing off this build, but better. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Also, if anyone was wondering, yeah, it's this build. Extra sensory perception, will see you, and inner strength. These two go together. These two go together well. All of these go together. Everything just kind of falls apart when you don't have object obsession. If I'm not the obsession, all of this goes down. So yeah, that's just your little advice.